What's good, YouTube? Welcome back. It's your boy Jay. And you know we stay superior. How you doing? Feel me? How you guys doing? Welcome back to the channel, man. I miss you guys. I love you guys. And thank you guys for coming back to the channel. Now, we got a really good reaction. Apparently, a bitter baby mama gets kicked out on a podcast, so I'm guessing it gets real heated. I want to see the points they take and all the above. So guys, just make sure you drop a like, comment, and subscribe on the video, and we ain't even gonna waste your time no more. Let's get into the video.
So I mentioned something earlier, and none of the black women in this room spoke up about it. Okay. But I talked about how none of our black women, support our black men.
What the fuck are you trying to say? Black? The fuck are you blick? What? Why? Nigga, what? That's not even an accent at that point. You just being stupid. Blick? What the fuck is that? Nigga, what accent is that? Where are you from? We starting off this video stupid already. All right. Stupid as these shits dangling off my ear.
Come to mental health. And I just feel like there's something that need to be talked about because, yeah.
Okay, so
I just want to know everybody's perspective, especially since it's black women in this room right now.
I mean, I thought I already said that.
Let's start with you.
Earlier.
I think it's very important. Our men need us mentally for a lot of things. That's why they carry the behaviors they have, and it's a lot of narcissists.
So I think what they're taking. So the point of view they're going based off right now is black women mental health. So I'm actually curious to what they say. If this is like a real issue they feel like for the black woman. Let's hear about the black woman in this room.
That's what I'll call it. And a lot of our black men, we could say that came from.
And the black men or the black women?
It's a mixture of both, honestly.
Okay.
But honestly, daily, for my dating wise, I've been dating a lot of narcissistic, abusive black men. So I'm really speaking from experience for me. It's a lot of hurt men, abused, traumatized.
You know what? Look, I'm a feminist, nigga. I'm just gonna say this now. She said from her life she's been dating a lot of narcissistic black men. You choose that man, right? Like, yeah, you could use the point, like, all right, you don't know somebody's true colors. That's with anybody, like even female, male, transgender, anything. You never know their true colors until you start dating them. But once you start to see signs, you leave. You are what you choose. Like, you keep going for these people, liking them, loving them, and staying in a relationship with them. That's on you. Like, the fact that you're gonna keep picking these same men, like, that's on you. Once you see those you dip. You don't even build a relationship with them, get into that relationship, give them what they want. You dip. Like, that's just on you. You keep coming at men saying you like narcissistic. You said from what you've been dealing with. I get that. We only 50 seconds in. I'm already yapping. But yo, if y'all like the yap sessions, leave a like. But yeah, I'm just saying, like, you are what you pick. I'm just saying. Not you are what you pick. But it's kind of hard to say everybody you pick is like that. Then you just got some bad observation for keep picking these niggas or a bad type.
Black women, not just men. Just black women. They're spiteful and evil, and they're hurtful too. They do stuff to our men, and that's why their mental is a little messed up. Even if not childhood wounds, death, trauma, it's part of their mental, and some things they need us to be.
All right, that point right there I can agree with. Like, in your childhood, it could fuck you up mentally. Definitely fuck you up. Death, trauma, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I agree with that. So far, I agree with that. I just hope she keeps it on track so far, but so far so good.
For them to listen, sometimes they'll hold them to be vulnerable. We don't make them feel safe to be vulnerable.
But she said, why we don't do it, so who do it? The white lady?
Yup.
I'm just saying,
and I'm not gonna say
that white lady.
I'm not gonna say
since we the white women.
I'm not gonna say. Hold on. I don't want to say black women don't do it because I would never just say that. There is black women that stand behind their black men.
Two black kings. It is. I say right now. What y'all talking about?
What
y'all talking about? It doesn't matter if it's a black woman, no matter if it's the kid or her man.
Okay, good. You'll never guess what you said that you're raising two black kings. Guess what? You'll never be able to actually raise them into a king. You can never raise your sons into a man.
I don't even call them kings, but I'm definitely gonna raise them into men.
You can't.
Definitely.
It's impossible.
I'm curious on why he said it's impossible. Is he saying like the mom can't raise them into kings? Like the dad have to do it? Or what? Like I don't understand what he means by that. Is he gonna clarify? Hopefully, 24 fucking minutes.
I honestly do.
If y'all don't like
female,
a woman can't even say they don't like my sons right now. I got stand-up young men right now, and they only 12 and 11.
You have boys.
Stand up, but they stand up right now.
Boys,
I got young niggas with ski masks on doing all types of crazy stuff. Mines don't do that.
That's fine.
Mines don't do that.
You have stand-up boys, not men, though.
But it's okay. I got real guys. So I got young boys that you see it from as a child. It start from a child. Mine ain't starting from no child.
I got you. No one's knocking you for.
Yeah, I don't have that.
Real quick.
Yours is not starting from a child? The fuck does that even mean? Like, did you think that was hard or something? Like, yours ain't starting from a child. You trying to teach them to be... Nigga, kid's gonna be a kid. 11 and 12, they're gonna be a kid. Like, they're not a man. Like he said, they are a boy. But you could teach them moral and how to have respect at a young age. Yes, you can definitely teach them that. But still, they are a child. Don't try to think they're men. They're not men. 11 and 12-year-olds is far from men. But definitely, I get what the aspect you're saying of teaching them moral respect and stuff of that boundaries. But let's continue.
Let me just let's and save your train of thought. I'm sorry. No one's knocking you for you being a single mother and taking care of your sons.
I didn't say that, but when y'all say black women don't support black men's mental health,
that's a fact, though. Like, that's a known fact. And then we're not just talking about you as a black woman. We're talking about black women as a whole.
I don't categorize with y'all.
But in regards,
why wouldn't you? You're a black woman, are you not?
If we not talking about me personally, I don't categorize with y'all. One, I make sure every black man around me is good. No black men around me can say they're not good. We have conversations.
The same way we were talking about white women.
If y'all don't have conversation with these black men, that's the problem. Have conversation, have an open mind, and listen to what's going on. If you ain't never go through what that man going through, you can't help that man no matter what y'all talking about.
My question was why black women as a whole, not just Charlie in general, but by black women as a whole don't support black men and
answer
their
the
mental
question
health.
Because you black, so you got to answer the question. You saying you black with no dad, your mom ain't support your dad. It's a problem. So
I never said my mom didn't support my dad.
That's why he wasn't there. If she was supporting, he would have stayed.
Yo, what type of take is that? Yo, she said if your mom was supporting your dad, then he would have stayed with her. I don't think that's how that works, buddy. I really don't think that there's a multiple reasons why her dad left. Either he was generally a piece of shit, they had a falling out over something, cheated. Is a plethora of reasons why the nigga could have left. Like, I don't think it was because the mom didn't support him. The nigga could have cheated, had mad kids. She's still supposed to support that nigga? Like, I'm confused. Or still put up with his bullshit? What if he was abusive? She's supposed to still support that nigga? Like, I'm confused. What are you trying to say here?
If he was supporting, he would have stayed with y'all.
My
he should have went to the white lady, and so she could help his mental, so he could have came back and did his job.
He went to
as a person.
Another black
we all messed
crackhead,
up. Nobody can help nobody.
He chose drugs,
he chose drugs.
So nobody can help the mental. Nobody could help him. So not the black lady, not the white lady, not the doctor, not nobody could help him.
He has a problem, and it's a generational problem. My mom did try to help my dad.
The last thing you're going to do is sit here and be black and try to say black women don't stand on business. You're crazy.
Kid, so it actually came from the root of like.
Okay, so listen.
Bro, her dad was doing drugs with another, like, bro, how is that her mom's fault? Like, and she tried to help. She's telling you, like, her mom tried to help. How are you telling her situation? That doesn't make no fucking sense, man. Oh my God. It immediately got stupid once you started doing all that shit about your, oh my God. Let's continue.
They can kill a black man right now, and that white lady ain't gonna stand right there. We is.
My dad had nothing to do with that.
They can do whatever they want to do to that black man right now, and the black lady will stand 10 toes
One mic at a time. One mic at a time.
There's nothing y'all gonna be able to do about that. That white lady, not that Chinese lady, not that Indian lady. They gonna worry about their race and they kind, and they gonna make sure they cool.
Here's what's happening here.
Y'all not gonna do that, because I got black aunts, moms, cousins, grandmoms that stand on business, and that ain't just me. That's the whole as a regular as
yeah,
one.
What you're doing
I'm pretty sure your mom don't play about you, and your mom don't fucking play about you either. So let's stop.
Yeah, Charlie, what you're doing is
we talking about
she's speaking in general. You're making it personal. You're taking it personal.
Yeah, this is what people don't understand. I mean, I get where she's coming from. The one who's acting out of character right now. I guess it really struck saying like a white woman gonna stand behind him like a black man more than a black female. I know sometimes that shit hurts to hear. It definitely hurts. Like even if roles were reversed of like if they were saying a white man stand behind a black female more than a black man stand behind a white female. Yo, that shit would hurt a black nigga pride. Like, yo, damn, what you trying to? You gonna go to the white man before me? But yo, it'd be hurting to hear the truth. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes that might be the case. You can't argue with facts. Something that's like, all right, bro. I don't know if that's necessarily facts, but I'm just saying, like, as an example, like, but like, you can't argue with shit like that. Generally, you just can't argue with shit like that. But hey, I ain't gonna lie though. I get it. It hurts. But yo, if it is a fact, then it's like, yo, why are you sitting here trying to argue that? Like, I get it's gonna hurt your pride. Maybe for you, they're not speaking about you or what your aunts and sisters and brothers do or whatever the case may be. They are speaking in general. So you gotta look at it from that point of view, a generalistic point of view.
I'm speaking in all as a term.
Well,
so
all is in general. No, you're speaking specifically about things.
I don't believe it, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, well, guess what?
It doesn't even matter. If I'm never putting a white lady over us, ever.
I never said nothing about white person, did I?
I just asked why black women. It doesn't matter if she's Chinese. She can be anything. I'm not putting them over us.
But why are you this trigger right now?
Because anytime you comparing us to another race,
I never compared any of us to another race.
What does it matter?
No, he made the white woman race.
But I never said no white women, white nothing. I said black women and black men.
Okay, so why the white lady
don't
support the white man?
She made it.
Why is the white lady not supporting the white man, but she's supporting the black man?
Ladies, that's it. Enough. One mic at a time, for real. Enough. One mic at a time, for real, because I'm going to have to just start really shutting it down. One mic at a time, y'all talking too much. One, Charlie, she's speaking in general. You took it personal, right? In regards,
she said, I'm sitting here and nobody
great. I'm speaking right now. You speaking while I'm speaking. Listen, y'all listen. You speaking, Charlie, listen. You speaking while I'm speaking.
And I spoke on it from the rip.
You speaking while I'm speaking. What I'm saying is this. The reality is, statistically speaking, your sons being raised by you, the probability is extremely low that they will never become a man.
But they
no
will.
Woman can raise a son into a man.
But they will. That's like saying no man can raise a girl into a woman.
Oh,
but you gonna say that he can, though,
he
right?
Definitely can.
He can. I bet he can.
He definitely can.
I bet he can.
He definitely can.
And I bet my young boys gonna be top tier. And there's nothing y'all gonna be able to do about it.
Nigga said it's sexist, bro. Bro, wait, what? Can a woman raise a son into a man? That's a nice take. Y'all won't be getting my opinion on that. Let's get.
It's going to be top tier, and that's in them right now.
So you agree with that?
I agree right now.
Honestly, nah. I'm gonna stop trolling. We're gonna get right back into it. Let me just give you my take on that. And let me know y'all take in the comment section below. And we can have a whole dead-ass open discussion. I'll put it in the comments. I'll pen open discussion. Can a black woman raise their son to be a man? I feel like I feel like it's possible, but I feel like it will be really hard because there's just certain things a mom really can't teach a man. So, and I feel like a man to raise their girl, like their daughter, into a woman, I feel like yes, it's possible for both to raise a son and a daughter, but I feel like it's gonna be hard, like, because you're not in the point of view of a woman. So there's certain things women could try to teach, like, you know, how to move. The best you could do is give advice on how to move, how to treat your body, stuff like that. But you really don't know because you're not a female, like even a male. But on women terms, it's like, yo, you could give advice, whatever the case may be, try to structure it, but you really wouldn't know because you're not a male. So this in regards to that.
I agree. I 100% agree.
I agree. Right. Ladies, this is good.
So why are we nurturing this shit and we can't raise a man? We can't raise.
Agree that
why is it a nurturers and we can't raise the girl? We can't raise the girl. We can't raise the son. We can't help the man. We can't do.
No. I believe the woman can raise.
Like what the? Y'all don't even make sense. Okay. We can't raise the kid. We can't raise the daughter. We can't raise the son. The man can raise the woman, the son, the daughter.
Nah, that's bad funny. That's bad funny. I get what she's saying, low key. And this is a hot take. Y'all might be mad at me, but I low key get what she's saying with that. Like, damn, nigga, what can we do besides cook and clean? We can nurture, but we can't raise nothing. We can't. But the man can do it. I get it, and I don't completely agree with the man. Cause I don't agree with that. Yes, the man is the leader of the household, but that doesn't mean the man can do everything. The man do need support in certain areas, and I feel like women definitely could do more than what we chalking them up to be. I'm not gonna lie. Like, this is me. This is unbiased. I think we set women at a low standards. Like, I don't think we really put them high enough. Like, I think women is capable of doing more than just what we put, like cooking and cleaning. There's so much more than that. Nigga, shit, my woman could help me make this bread. Like, I'm the breadwinner, but we could make more bread together than we could doing this separate. And let me take care of it. Like, bro, and aspects, like, I'm just saying in general like that. But let's continue.
And do everything. And the woman is not capable to do shit.
Can you tell me about her pregnant barefoot?
Ladies, listen. You asked the question. I'm going to answer your question because you're just talking too much. I'll let you get it out. I'll let you get it out, but now you're just talking too much. And you're asking questions where it seems like you truly need answers from because your worldview and your perspective is not in reality. So the truth is, statistically speaking, single mother households leads to degeneracy. Single mother households leads to juvenile delinquents. It leads to more men in prison. It leads to more women on stripper poles. It leads to all the degenerate behavior you see. It leads to gang violence and everything. Well, why are there gangs around? Because there's no fathers around. There were only mothers around. Fathers are the disciplinarians. Guess what? You know why? Because children just happen to listen to the father more than they listen to the mother. That's why. Also, when we're having this discussion and you keep looking at things very like anecdotally and say that we're speaking specifically about like you or anything, no, she's asking these questions and she's posing these questions in general. Like, why do black people in general, right? Then you start bringing other races in there. Let me finish. Charlie, let me finish. Listen, Charlie, if
you can't do that.
Charlie, you keep cutting off, you got to go. I'm going to have to kick you off if you keep cutting off because I let you get it out, but now you are lacking decorum, right? So to explain things to you in more detail, one of the reasons why you can never raise your son into a man is because you are a woman. The only way a boy can become a man is through a father. The other way is discovering it on his own. Most of these men out here that don't have any fathers, they're not real men. The ones that are men.
Yo, this take I'm about to do, bro, is about to be crazy. Get your pen and papers out, right? You heard what he just said. As even they discovered like a mom cannot raise a son, they're not really becoming a man, right? Women, these are women, will be saying, oh, this and that, we could raise. Look, I've seen this so much times. They'll be like, we could raise, a single mom could definitely raise a son into a man. That's take one. Then they're the same woman that turn around and say, oh, I could tell you was raised by a woman or you ain't have no father in your life. Women say that to men. Yeah, he's a mama's boy, all this and that. But then be the same people saying single moms could raise a boy into a man. That contradicts. I don't understand it. I've seen people do that so much, guys. I'm telling you, I've seen it on Facebook, even though Facebook warriors be chatting. But, yo, I've seen it so much on social media, it just like contradicts itself. So I don't even understand at this point. But he's saying, I want to hear what he's gonna say about. I wonder if they're gonna bring it back up. The woman, a man could raise a woman. I'm confused because he's saying because you're a woman, so you can't raise that boy into a man, but a man could raise that girl into what? I'm curious to see. I'm actually curious to see. Let's continue.
That don't have any fathers are real men. They discovered it on their own. And guess what? Would you want your son to discover it on his own to become a man? It's a lot of ups and downs because he never had an example to learn from. A wise person learns from other people's mistakes. So the father is there to instill certain things into the son to let him know, like, hey, don't do this because I did those things before. I bumped my head. I don't want you to bump your head. Mm-hmm. Do you get what I'm saying? You haven't lived the male experience. You lived a female experience, which is much different. The female experience is much privileged. It's more privileged than a man's position. You can go out. You don't have to worry about protecting and really providing. If all came to all, you can just sell your vagina. From my standpoint, women ain't out here buying. You get what I mean? So guess what?
That's a fact. All right, I agree with that. If worse came to worse, you could do that. I ain't gonna lie. That's definitely a fact. Definitely a fact. That's a fact. I agree with that. Let's continue.
To go out there and work. This chick is on a stripper pole. Can a nigga get on a stripper pole and make bread like that?
Yes,
no.
Well, yes, but it will never be as much as a female doing it. That's a fact. It will never equate to a female because guess what? If a female sold her body and a male sold her body, who y'all think getting more clients? The female or a male? Let that answer the question for you. You already know the answer.
Thinking about the exception. I knew y'all was going to say that. The exception. And guess what? That exception of men that actually go on a stripper pole and dance, they don't even make a fraction of the money that strippers make. So that is a lie. Even the male strippers don't make that bread. They do not.
What? Men make more bread than females? I highly doubt that.
That is a lie.
That's cap. And this is coming from a dancer.
Yeah,
that's
knows.
cap.
Men make less.
I know, but I'm just saying that's cap. Maybe back like when you were dancing, but like now in today's age, like nah,
men
that's
make
cap.
less.
You really think
so? Listen, ladies, I'm just giving you some game because before y'all was just speaking nonsense.
Women are more free with their money when they're drinking and having a good time. It's
what's that?
No. What are you talking about? There's not.
Nigga, what are you talking about? Yo, she drugged out. Get off the set, nigga.
Not a lot of women that want to go.
Don't
Stop
make
it.
money
Listen.
stripping, dancing,
what I'm saying
their
is,
dick, whatever they're doing.
Do you think? Who do you?
Yes, they do.
So, okay. So who do you think are the buyers of sexuality? Who do you think are the consumers of sexuality?
Men.
Stop speaking, and listen. Think before you speak. Don't just respond. Think before you speak. Who do you think are the main consumers of sexuality, men or women? If there is men that consume sexuality, obviously the market for women to sell their sexuality is going to be much bigger.
That's what I'm saying. Men are fiends, nigga. Yo, we down bad 24/7, nigga. We need that content. So you feel me? So of course that didn't even make sense. That's why I said, bro, who you really think like getting paid more, a male stripper or a female stripper? Like females in a higher demand. We need a demand. There's multiple female strip clubs. I doubt there's as much. I'm not saying there isn't, but I doubt there's as much male strip clubs as female strip clubs, bro. Females are in a high demand, bro. Because niggas is fiends.
For men to sell their sexuality. So what I'm saying is facts. You don't have to work. You can sell and still make it. You don't never have to be a bum. Do you see homeless chicks on the street? No. If there's any homeless chick on the street, it's by choice. She don't gotta be homeless. She got a that she can sell. Ain't got dick to sell. It ain't working. So what I'm saying, the male experience is much different than a woman experience. You live life on freaking easy mode. You don't get it. You can't raise no son. It ain't happening. You don't understand the male experience. So you speaking like, well, yeah, I can raise my son into a boy. You're not raising your son into a boy. I'm trying to wake you up and give you the reality that you ain't. So the only thing you can hope for is maybe some nigga that you can bag as a stepfather to raise that for you. And if not, you better hope that God is with your son to raise that to a man. If not, he ain't being no man. He gonna be like all of these other whips that y'all chicks complain about. Sassy boys.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. He's spitting facts. At first, I was like, damn, that's kind of harsh. You ain't have to, you ain't have to say it like that. But I guess he just said what I said. What the females complain about is sassy niggas. Then turn around and say a woman could raise the boy. Like, nah, I ain't gonna lie. He's spitting facts. No cap. Right there, he just proved my point, bro. I'm just saying, bro, he proved my point. Let me know in the comments section below. Did he prove my point, bro? I need this video to blow up because this is a good convo right here.
Oh, these is feminine. Oh, they're leading me on. They're selling me a dream. They're not being masculine and telling me the truth. He's gonna be like one of those niggas. The nigga that y'all chicks complain about. What are you talking about? You raising a boy into a boy. He will never be a man.
I have to agree with him.
And I was about to say, I'm a female that grew up without a father, and like just saying based off of experience, so I can definitely vouch for that.
I'm agree. I have a 5-year-old myself. I agree. A boy. And,
she said, "I agree." Now y'all all agree. Okay.
Simon been agreed. She's been agreed.
I agree with you.
Freaking passionate and have a vein pop out my head.
You can't tell me I ain't been through nothing. I've been through probably more than you as a grown man ever been through.
What are you talking about? I'm the nigga that I'm speaking about. I was raised without a father, and guess what? I had to discover manhood on my own. Okay, you don't know that.
For you to say
I couldn't sell my I couldn't get on a stripper pole.
You ain't
I had to do it on my own. That's a different reality.
So I know for a fact what I'm willing to, what I'm able to do.
I am a top 1%er and came from Rawway Projects. Did it on my own.
This nigga, nigga said I'm a top 1%er. Yo, that's crazy. That nigga just like, damn, nigga glazed himself to the maximum. Nigga, I was like, whatever. I guess you famous and stuff. You get money now, so I guess it makes sense.
You are anecdotally speaking now. Since you wanted to speak anecdotally and talk about Cooley, you probably never been through what I've been through. Well, guess what? Maybe our experiences was different, but you could rely on your. I couldn't have to rely on.
Relied on my pussy.
I'm just saying you could have.
Straight packs and straight outside. Definitely write my name right now and see what's under my belt though. I've never been a girl to sell no pussy. I've never been a girl that make it seem like that I'm just a feminist, a female ass girl that's crying at home all day and that's all my young boys hear. That's not what they hear. They taught structure and a whole lot of different things.
Ever said that.
So to say I'm not gonna be able to raise a man, that's crazy. I watched my aunt do it. Her son is it.
No. If he became a man, he discovered it on his own.
By herself, she did it herself. And no man was there. She did it herself. She don't have a sassy son.
As a female,
she don't have a sassy son.
You can raise a son.
You don't have a sassy son, bro.
As a female, you can raise a boy,
but you can't turn him into a man. But you cannot
raise a man. I do not know shit that it takes to be a man. I don't know what it comes to have an ego as a man. So I can teach my son the best way I know as a man that I look at.
Okay, well, let's hear her perspective real quick, ladies.
I completely agree with Shaka.
Okay, all right, cool. That was cool. That was the one that's speaking now. The one in the middle. That makes sense. I'm not gonna lie. That makes sense. What she's saying makes sense.
Because it is a fact. Because we are not men. We couldn't tell them how to urinate and turn around.
I taught my son how to pee standing up. And he taught his brother how to pee standing up. We not know, but y'all probably taught your son sitting down.
We can't.
My son never sat down.
Yo, Charlie.
Like I said, like I'm not taking it back. I feel like a female possibly could, but there's still gonna, like I said in the beginning, there's still gonna be that lack of information, even on a man's part. It's that lack of information because you're not actually a woman. You're not actually a man. So it's gonna be that lack of information. Yo, top tier superior, bro. Top thinking superior in the chat, man. Thinking superior, bro. Y'all need to go follow that Instagram. Y'all see, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bros. Follow that Instagram.
From the beginning, it's certain
Charlie,
from the beginning,
Charlie, this your final warning, or you getting off?
I'm done though.
Yeah, out of here, then, Charlie, you out. Peace.
If it's discipline, if it's certain things that a man just can teach, it's the power of a father and it's the power of the mother. Just point blank, period. But that's why I said, y'all can do a good job with a daughter, but not as well as the mom, because there's certain things about the female you guys just don't know. Y'all can know and read, educate from that. But female-wise, it's certain things from our breast, from our cycle, from our mental, from how our emotions change. The men can't do that because y'all are physically men. But as far as giving them a certain nurturing, fathers are good for that, because us women, we need our father, and we can see that with Rumor, with myself. I don't know too much with Shaw's situation, but we are women that did not have our fathers in our lives always.
No, I didn't have it at all.
She said not at all.
She didn't have it at all.
It wasn't always. My dad was in and out. He was a military man, and he also had like alcoholism. So like mine's in and out.
Can we go back to the mental health thing?
Listen,
like please,
Charlie, listen. She just couldn't comprehend the conversation. She took everything personal.
Trying to say none of y'all don't support the black men that y'all with, or whatever the case may be. Y'all all got kids. Y'all all black women. I'm just saying, when I mentioned it, nobody spoke on it. And what I'm saying is, I wanted to bring awareness to it, because that's something that's major, especially in our community. Y'all know this.
Yes, and I actually do agree, because
she got
it goes
stitched.
back to being a female and a man being a man, and the things that men may go through. As females, we don't know everything that a man goes through, just like a man doesn't know everything a female goes through. Whether we try to explain it or not emotionally, they're not going to physically understand how we're feeling and what we're going through, same way as a female. And I feel like it is the light shed on mental health when it comes to men is very low, because y'all are looked at as masculine and y'all supposed to be the providers.
See, that's also a thing, bro. I'm not saying as a man like I don't like the thing that these alpha men are promoting about, you have to be extremely masculine, drink 14 protein shakes a day, like work out, do 1,000 push-ups in a day. Come on, bro. They just be throwing that shit out because it sounds like macho, man. Like, it sounds like a macho thing to do. But realistically, bro, nigga, we're human. I think niggas just be forgetting, nigga. As a race, at the end of the day, we are a human race. Meaning, we have emotions, we have stuff like that. Now, that doesn't mean go be soft, or whatever the case may be. But nigga, it's okay to feel sad. Nigga, it's okay to be depressed. Nigga, it's okay to cry. Me personally, I really cry at funerals. I don't really cry. But that's not me trying to be tough. That's just me as a person. I don't really cry that much. So it's like, when I'm going through something, I'm just going, I'm just like down, I had the face. Like, it's okay to be down. Now, being extremely vulnerable around everybody, I'm not saying to do that, because certain people, you cannot be vulnerable around them, because they will take advantage of that. And that's just a fact. That's just how life works. But it's okay to be vulnerable at times. Like, and it's okay to be strong. But we forget we're humans at the end of the day. You're a human, nigga. You can't shut your emotions off. It's not Vampire Diaries. You can't do that, nigga. You cannot do that. You're going to feel a type of way regardless if you like it or not. And you ain't soft if you feel a type of way. You're not soft if you cry. That's just straight up. But that's my take on it.
The truth is this, ladies. Okay. Yeah, here's the truth. My bad. The thing is, a woman can't help the man with his mental health. He needs his father there. So your question that you posed was, well, what are you ladies doing to help men with their mental health? To truly, actually get help, let's just speak facts. The biology, right? Women, you're higher in estrogen. You have 17 times less testosterone than us. You are higher in trait neuroticism. Trait neuroticism means that you feel more negative emotions than a man. So per situation, you are more likely to have a negative experience per situation. than a man. So with that being said, you're more emotional than a man. And the way that you look at the world is just not how the man looks at it. So how can a woman really help a man out with his mental health?
I mean, there's like therapists that's girls, so I don't know if that contradicts it, but there are therapists that's, I'm not saying most therapists is women, but from what I know was depicted, a lot of therapists be women, I think. So I don't know. Like, technically, can a woman help you with your problems? Because if a nigga go to a therapist and there's a woman, isn't that technically women helping? But I don't know. Maybe I'm just chatting. I could be just chatting. Let me know in the comments.
Can't do it. She's not going to be able to do that. So if you're in a relationship with a man and he's having some mental health issues, now there's things that a woman can do just to be a woman, like as being feminine, being submissive and nurturing. But for him to actually get out of, because think about this, the reason why men have some mental issues, if we're just speaking about this, usually it's because he's not satisfied in his position in his life. So the position he's at in his life,
that right there speaks volume to me. That right there speaks volume. I really feel like the position of my life holds a lot of why I be down. Like, when I am down, that's why I be down. It's really the position in my life. Like, I'm not where I want to be. That's facts. I fuck with that. That answer to that. I ain't gonna lie. Let me know if you, man, is that reason why? Like, I don't know. That's my main reason though.
He's not satisfied. Think about it. Most mental issues that people have, it's like, dang, where I'm at in my life right now, I don't want to be here. I should be here, but I'm not there.
That's not always true.
That's always true.
It's not always true. It's just coming from somebody that who goes through this shit on a daily. That's not
totally fine. True. When is it not ever true? Let's break it down. I'll have these conversations. Go ahead. Since you want to interrupt.
Damn near all the time.
Okay, give me an example. Give me an example where it's not true that the reason that you have some mental health issues is because you are unsatisfied with the current position you are at in your life.
I'm unsatisfied by the way I was treated as a kid.
Okay.
That has nothing to do with my current situation in life. It's more so trauma that I just carried on, that I didn't get healed because I didn't get no question. I didn't get no answers for my questions. Oh. So it has nothing to do with my current situation. I'm very happy with my current situation, but I got trauma that I couldn't.
You're proving my point, right?
How?
I'll explain how you're proving my point.
I'm very comfortable in my current situation.
Your current life situation. So that's we're speaking about mental health. So obviously your mental is current. So if currently right now you are not in a good mental place, is because you're unsatisfied where you're at in your life. And guess what? 5 years ago, 2 years ago, 10 years ago, you could have went to some trauma in your younger life. And guess what? You haven't overcame it currently in your life. So you're not satisfied in your position in your life as it is today. You can't disprove what I'm saying. It is a fact. Everything that anyone goes through mentally is because they're not satisfied in their life position.
Oh, so that's just a general thing what I was saying. So I guess that's for everybody then. I thought it was just for me. Like, usually that's that. Wow, I'm low key. I guess it is a fact. You're currently not satisfied with yourself.
If it's some things that happened in the past that you went through, you need to overcome that. You need to address those things immediately instead of running away from it. That's what you need to do. And then everything else when it comes to a man, because we're not speaking about women, we're speaking about men. Women, they live in a state of rumination.
I'm going to leave that video right there. Chat, that was a good video. I'm not going to lie. Man, if you guys enjoyed that video, make sure you hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. Those are some pretty good takes. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. As always, I really actually want to know what you guys think, because that was a good discussion. Can a woman raise a man, or a boy to a man? I think that's how I'm going to pose the question. But yeah, without further ado, guys, I'm going to let you go. As always, it's your boy, Jay. And we stay superior.
I be in my zone. Why the fuck you think I walk with chrome? Stop calling my phone. I don't wanna know what you been on. When you hear this song, you gon' really know I led you on. Call it what you